Hey, so this is embarrassing. For the past couple weeks, my friends and I have been playing Dungeons and Dragons. We've started a campaign that I am myself writing down, playtesting, and doing all the dirty work. And we're having fun with the intent on putting it all on YouTube and letting people watch as four new players learn how to play, learn what they're doing, and just generally have fun playing Dungeons and Dragons during a really hard time in everybody's life. But unfortunately, some shenanigans happened, and I lost the first two sessions, which is probably my fault. I was using a bad program. I wasn't very smart about it. I was new. It was pretty dumb. But let me give you the basic rundown of what happened. So, in our first session, a prologue, some pre-generated characters, including Sanfir and Merson, whose names you will hear brought up, were trying to catch a pirate named Hookhand Jack. And something went awry. They accidentally released an angel of a long-forgotten dead god, and shenanigans happened, and yeah. The only survivors were Sanfir and Merson, who went their separate ways. Alright, man. The party proper met up in Dawnshore about 3 months later, and they ran into Sanfir, who then employed them to search through her and her group's private bunker, find her personal belongings, and bring them to her in a different town. Now, obviously, it's Dungeons and Dragons. Shenanigans happened everywhere. People were awkward. There was an incident with some lady in a cage while people paid to tickle her feet. There was a bed that got severely soiled. There were, I want to say, 3 or 4 pop-up books that got stolen. But eventually, our players made it to the bunker. They looted what they needed to. They horrifyingly defiled somebody's bed. And now here we are. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the story. See you soon. There we go. Okay.
We rested, didn't we?
You have rested. Nilbog, after resting, went out and did his little adventure and then got injured again because, stuff.
Wolves and things.
Wolves and things. And now he's coming at you. Panicked.
But we're all, Osprey's already in the...
She's in the wagon.
And I'm presumably in there or near her, right?
Yes. You are standing over her. You might be kneeling, depending on your comfort.
So couldn't we, take off with the horses when he gets in the wagon and outrun the wolves?
It would take a little bit of, slow startup, but you theoretically very well could.
Well, because the only thing I have to attack the wolves is Firebolt, which has a range of 120 feet. And so if he is about 200 feet away, there's no way I could get to the wolves.
I mean, he's getting closer, if it makes you feel better. He's probably now about 170 feet away.
Yeah, but the wolves are presumably behind him, so...
Yeah.
Do you want to roll me a perception?
Again?
Yeah.
21.
They're probably about maybe 60 feet behind him. They're not gaining, but oh god, Nilbog, that was perfect. The American flag background does it.
I know, right?
Is that what that is? I just see a random star behind him because it's on my phone.
Same here.
That's hilarious.
That makes it even better.
I had to buy Nilbog.
That's great.
But yeah, they're not really gaining. He's keeping pace with them. But it's an impressive strut. Meanwhile, Hells, you are probably about 60 feet away. I don't know what you've been doing this entire time, but you found yourself about 60 feet away from this scene going on. The whole commotion between the howling and the shouting and the climbing trees and the throwing rocks at wolves has brought you closer to this magnificent,
Wait, there was
magnanimous scene.
climbing trees and throwing rocks?
It was a really weird adventure. Most things what Nilbog are.
That's very
Investigating
true.
a ruckus here.
So have you decided to toss your hat in at all and offer any sort of assistance?
Oh, let's throw some fire at these wolves.
Oh boy. Now, you are roughly maybe 130-ish feet away, based on triangulation.
So where is her character in relation to me?
Let me find my pen, and I'll draw you your map. Okay. So, hey babe, you're on camera.
Hi.
And I said hi. Please don't eat my camera. It's the only one I have.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I can't really think of a good way to draw wolves with my impressive art style right now.
They could be stick figures. I just want to know where they are in relation to
Oh,
everybody.
good. They can be stick figures? Good. I'm glad. Hey, personal space. What's up, man? You need to get ready for bed, okay? Oh god, she's basically vibrating over here.
Well, I'm hungry.
Okay.
I said hi. Oh, okay. Hi. I was bouncing my
Here's what we're looking at.
Okay.
Please enjoy my hilariously artful sketch.
Yeah, I can't see that.
I can barely see it.
Okay. Here is our mysterious newcomer, roughly 120-ish feet away from Nilbog, and the wolves, there's an exclamation point, who is also 120-ish feet away from the wagon, which is about maybe 10 feet away from the entrance to the bunker. And since it's an equilateral triangle, she's about 120 feet away from said wagon. And the wolves are, as you can see, pretty close behind him in the grand scheme of things. Like, in the entire picture of the world, he would be, like, that far away from them.
Do you think there's a point to, like, driving the wagon towards Milbog so he could jump on and then, like, veer away from the wolves?
You possibly could. Hang on. What, babe?
When we are done with candles, can I blow them out?
You can blow that one out right now if you'd like. I don't know. Can you? Watch your hair.
Animal friendship and
Okay.
speak with animals. I mean, my first
This is
level
actually
spell.
my favorite candle.
Okay, good. Go play, okay? Love you.
Yeah, me too.
Love you more.
Yeah, me more.
I love you enough to let you win this fight. This time. Sorry. Say again? Hells, what did you say?
I've got okay, because I've got the first level spells as well.
Okay.
I've got animal friendship and speak with animals
Ooh.
are both there.
Ooh. Both pretty okay choices. Are you going to
That
cast?
could be handy.
So I could I don't know, somehow look on.
Now, animal friendship has a really close range, and it's only good for one beast. And it really only convinces it that you don't mean it harm.
So, what if I used it on the front runner, like the alpha?
That's a good idea.
That's not a bad idea. But it might be more beneficial to you to cast Speak with Animal. That way you can insult them and tell them off.
Yeah, I'm thinking like I need to like convince them that it's not worthwhile hunting whatever they've got bailed up. This is I'm a noob, guys. So.
Oh, we're all noobs
No,
at one
that's a
point.
good
You're doing
idea.
great. Okay. Let's see. You could definitely give that a shot, and it probably wouldn't do any harm to at least try.
And it might buy us enough time for Milbog to get close enough. Like if the wolves get within 120 feet of me, I can cast Firebolt.
And if I can convince the alpha that they don't need to be, that I don't know, they should go elsewhere.
Give it a shot. So you're casting Speak with Animals?
Yeah.
Okay. You do your hand movements, you say your words, and you clutch the wolf's tongue that you've been holding onto just for this occasion. And you suddenly feel more at home in nature. Like, this is all just one part of a big picture. You know the spell worked.
Cool. Good job.
Beauty.
Beauty. What are you going to say? You are probably about 90 feet away now, actually. Probably just 90 feet.
Suggestions?
Do you want to say something like, these aren't worth hunting, or do you want to say, hey, there's way better hunting the other way?
Or maybe you just want to say, I'll kick your fuzzy butt.
I don't want to threaten them if I can convince them to move to go elsewhere. I'd rather not threaten them.
Well, you're definitely in audio range now, and you can pretty much hear them chasing him, going, food, 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 food.
There's better. I'd say there's better eating. Deeper into the forest.
Oh, it's the cat.
These folk aren't worth picking the bones off.
I like it, and I think that's way more likely to convince a wolf pack, because trying to intimidate them would be really hard, I think.
Probably. Probably.
There's an issue with that, though.
Huh.
I'm a big meaty half orc that's almost dead. They've already had a taste of.
And he's killed one of their pack.
Yeah.
He's not.
Or maybe he'll make them. He could
They
convince them
definitely,
that they'll make him sick.
they definitely hear you and slow down though. They are, they're losing a little bit of traction as the alpha wolf starts to look around for who said that before eyeing you.
He's not worth picking your teeth on.
As he continues his speedy chase, he kind of veers toward you just a little bit, almost like he's planning pleasant conversation during dinner. Well, what would you suggest? The druids of this forest have made it much more scarce for prey. Actually, he probably said that a bit growlier. I don't know if I could do a good growl. There's no prey around. What would you suggest? I've been told
What
I need to do
other
more voices.
what other prey is in this forest?
Would there be like nice deer
Well,
or something?
you tell
Yeah.
me. You've lived in this forest for
There's
several hundred years.
I'm asking you as a noob, though.
Well, there's typical forest game. There are elk, there are rabbits, there's plenty of fish because it's spawning season right now.
Well, yeah, the wolves aren't going to want to go after fish, though. They might go after deer or I don't know,
a deer,
rabbits
an elk.
or yeah.
So there's some fine deer. Several leagues from here, this other direction. How's that?
Out of character, you know that they might be attracted more if there were maybe some sickly or old ones that were easy pickings. You could possibly,
tell him, yeah.
it might be unscrupulous, but mention the whole circle of life thing and that they have lived a long, full life and they're ready
I don't
to...
think the wolves care about that part.
No, I'm talking more
think...
about just being a good druid and not saying, oh, go kill animals. Go kill animals, not people.
Yeah, you could mention that there's a herd of older, slower bachelors or something
less
off
axe
that way.
wielding. Less axe happy. Not going to hit you with a mace that is shaped vaguely like a penis. Sort of deer that way.
Yeah. That works.
I mean, if you'd like, but I'm gonna make you say it.
He's mean like that.
I am. So what are you telling them?
These folk aren't worth picking your bones on. There's some elderly deer not far from here in the other direction. Why not go after them instead?
I think that's great. How close are they now?
They're probably about 80 feet away. You can actually see. You can actually see an elf that's sort of running, trying to keep pace with them around behind Nilbog, who is at this point about 40 feet away.
Could I try to cast Firebolt at him?
You could, absolutely.
Without hitting the elf?
Roll me an attack.
I don't remember what bonus I add.
It should be on your spellcasting sheet, but it's
I'm
going to be
looking.
your charisma bonus
Plus
plus your
5.
proficiency bonus.
I think it's plus my proficiency bonus. 19.
Hey, that's a good hit. You huck a firebolt. It's this tarry mass of flames that goes about just a foot shy and lands at the feet of one of the wolves. It immediately stops and kind of backs up.
Yeah, see, I want to convince it to
Right.
do what she said.
Right, I assume you're trying to, like, break up and threaten the pack.
Yeah, like, hey, guess what? We're going to be more trouble than we're worth. Go get the deer.
This wolf, in particular at least, basically stops and backs away. It's obviously scared of the fire, which, who can blame it? Fires are scary.
Fire bad.
Fire bad.
Did I do any damage to it that I need to roll, or am I good?
It takes splash damage, but that's it.
Okay.
The pack starts to slow, and the alpha eventually stops, looking back at the fire, then over at the elf in the wagon. Then it looks at the druid, and you can hear it talk and say, clearly this group is going to be more trouble than they're worth anyway. He looks over at the fire again before back. I'll take my pack to friendlier grounds. But you owe me. And I will come by the circle and collect. And then they scamper off. Congratulations. You've warded off about 8 wolves.
So is Milbog still alive?
Nilbog is alive and out of breath. Congratulations, buddy. You made it to the foot of the wagon.
Hell yeah.
I'm proud.
Almost dead.
You guys
Milbog, do you have the flower?
I do.
Okay. Well, water's boiling. Let's try to fix Osprey here.
Hells, do you want to give me a perception and maybe a nature check? Either or.
Okay.
And that'll be rolling a d20.
Which one?
The d20.
That one?
Yep. That's the one. You'll roll it, take the number you roll, and add the number next to your nature skill, which should be a 5.
Okay, so I rolled a 12, so that'll be 17.
Okay. They have in their possession a really large bloom of Hydrangea sanguinar, which is meant to be an antivenom and a coagulant. So somebody probably took something poisonous.
Is she over at us now, or?
She's like 30 feet away, because she was keeping pace with the wolves. You both see an elf over there who has basically watched this wolf pack run away, and then just kind of nodded satisfactory at herself. Yeah, bitch. Thumbs up.
Give yourself a pat on the back.
But you're the best person I've seen thus far.
So what are you going to do?
Well, I mean, we're supposed to pour boiling water over the flower and apply it as a poultice with a clean cloth to the wound, so that's what I want to do.
Okay.
I want to try to heal Osprey.
Okay. You want to roll me a medicine check? Or anyone could, I guess, if they'd like. Even elves that aren't technically in the party right now.
My medicine bonus is just +1. Milbog, is yours better?
Same.
Man,
I don't know.
it sucks when the
character's
healer
name.
goes down.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, she hasn't
I don't
introduced
know what-
herself yet.
I don't know what the druid's name is yet. So
Could just wait till she gets over to us.
Yeah, are you walking over to them?
Yes, I can come over.
There
I
you go.
think. Do I introduce myself, or do they
I don't
ask
know.
me who I am?
I don't
do
know.
we know what she's done with the wolves? Could we tell, or is it? Because we couldn't really understand her, right? I don't know how
Right.
that works.
You saw her kind of like do a lot of body language. There was some growling. You're not exactly sure what was said, but you at least are familiar enough with magic to know that, hey, magic's probably involved in that. Probably.
So, but I could kind of tell she was trying to help get rid of the wolves.
It feels like it's a pretty safe conclusion. She did something and they left.
Okay. Hi. Hey, yeah.
Who goes there?
Oh man, first role plays.
What brings you to our forest?
Well, we were given a task to come to this bunker, and we've completed it. We're about to leave, but our cleric friend here got poisoned by a spider, and we're trying to help her. But my medicinal knowledge is not great. Kind of looked like you knew what you were doing with those wolves. Do you have anything to add to this, or should we just keep going? And what's your medicine bonus out of character?
On this now.
So every skill is based off of a stat. I know that you don't have proficiency in medicine, but
Yeah.
if you see the small writing after the skill name, you can tell what skill it's based off of. And even if you're not proficient, you can use that skill and gain the bonus from that stat. Medicine is based off of wisdom, and your wisdom has a +3 bonus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So you would probably be a little bit better equipped to deal with this than she is, but not professional.
So I've already prepared the poultice, but I'm not quite sure how to apply it. Would you help me do that, please? Because her wound is right here, and
I have cure wounds, and I have healing word in my first level spell.
Unfortunately, neither of those work against poison.
Why is it
right? I have
So
purify food and food.
Hold your hair back.
How does she roll for her medicine thing?
Oh, she would just roll medicine.
Roll a d20?
Yep, and then add her +3. Good job. One go.
I got 4. Can I ask for a reroll?
No, but since Katie, I'm sorry, I forget your character's name because it was long.
My character?
Yeah, because it was long. It was a long name.
Kay Lear. You can just call her Kay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Kay is right there, and she did point out the wound. Like, it's a pretty large bite on her forearm. So she could probably roll a medicine check and try to help you.
Yeah.
20, but not a nat 20.
Okay.
With my bonus.
Well, with her guidance on what happened and telling you the story of the wound and pointing it out and helping you with, like, hold your hand here and all that, she, Aubrey, you know I can see you, right?
She's right behind you.
She manages to put the poultice on correctly. Good job.
Yay.
Now,
So,
all she needs is some rest.
Okay. But in the meantime, you said Milbog was about to die before.
He's looking pretty rough. He's got some bites, some scratches. He's even got some splinters from climbing a tree. Plus, he's covered in sap.
That's really gross. So I'm sorry, there was no time for introductions. I'm Kidlair. What is your name?
Zara Luaya. Or
Zara?
Zara. You may call me Zara for short.
Zara, that is a beautiful name. Thank you so much for your help. And I kind of hate to ask, but my friend Milbog here looks like he's in really rough shape. Would you mind helping to heal him up, please?
Please.
Man, these guys would be boned if you didn't show up.
Please help Z-Money.
Totally screwed.
Yes,
Z-Money.
I forgot the last part of that.
No, it was perfect.
What was the
Zara,
last
that's
part of that?
Money.
I'm not proficient
No,
in
there's something
medicine.
else after it.
No, you said you had cure light wounds, or
Yeah, I have cure wounds and healing word. So I think cure wounds.
I don't know what healing word does.
It heals.
Which heals better?
Well, that would depend on the level that she casts Cure Wounds at. I'm pretty sure Heal Word is a cantrip.
No, healing word is a first level as well.
Oh, okay. Give me a sec.
Okay.
I've got mending as a cantrip. Oh no, I haven't. I didn't choose that. Though. I didn't choose that.
Okay, Healing Word heals 1d4 plus spellcasting modifier, which is, it's okay. Cure Wounds.
What's cure wounds?
It's been so long. We should have done this in 3.5 because I know all that like the back of my hand.
We need a D10 on here.
Man, now you're telling me we could have done 3.5. I love 3.5.
3.5 was the one I originally learned or started to learn.
That's
I
okay.
love 3.5.
That's okay. We might change it in the
Five's
future.
okay for blows.
Yeah, 4
So
definite
at least
blows.
we're not 4, but
Cure Wounds is 1d8 plus spellcasting modifier. So Cure Wounds would be the better one.
Yep. All right.
Yep.
but
So
are we gonna rest anyway? Because
I mean, that depends. Has anybody started moving the horses at all or anything?